Hey Mighty Marlins, and welcome back to music class. This week in music, we are going to be learning all about the 4 different families that you can find in an orchestra. Let's get started. Instruments in the orchestra are categorized into 4 different families: strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. Think about some of the similarities that you have with your family members. Do you all like the same sport? Are you all really tall? Is everyone in your family have straight hair? Do they have curly hair? What are some things that make you the same as your family members? So let's get into the qualities and the similarities that instruments have that make them part of the same family. So let's start off with the strings family. Instruments that are part of this family are the violin, the viola, the cello, the double bass, and the harp. These are the instruments you would typically find in the orchestra, but there are other members of the string family as well, such as the guitar, and a lot of people consider the piano to be a string instrument as well.
String instruments use vibrating strings to make their sound. The violin is an example of a string instrument.
Next up, we have the woodwind family. Instruments that are part of the woodwind family are the flute, piccolo, oboe, clarinet, the bassoon, and also the saxophone.
Woodwind instruments are made of a long hollow tube of wood or metal. The sound is made by blowing air through a very thin piece of shaved wood called a reed, or across a small mouthpiece. The clarinet is an example of a woodwind instrument.
Our third family is the brass family. And some instruments that are found in this family are the trumpet, the French horn, the trombone, and the tuba.
Brass instruments are wind instruments made of metal with a cup-shaped mouthpiece. The tuba is an example of a brass instrument.
And lastly, we have the percussion family. Now, when we are normally in music class, most of the instruments we play are considered to be percussion instruments. It could be the xylophone, the drums, the cymbals, the triangle, and the timpani, just to name a few. But there are a lot of other instruments that are a part of the percussion family. I could be wrong, but I think it's the largest instrument family.
Percussion instruments are played by being struck or shaken. A snare drum is an example of a percussion instrument.
All right, Marlins, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new this week, and I hope you learned a little bit about the differences between instruments and the families that they belong in. Thanks for watching.